And good evening. We are here with the Alma Center Lincoln game against the Emmanuel Lutheran Lancers. My apologies. We're starting this game rather late. Had some technical difficulties getting set up. Please let me know if you can hear me okay. The Wi-Fi wasn't working on my phone. Thank you to the athletic director here letting me use an iPad of theirs. Score is 9-0 Lancers. 8:49 left in the first half. I have not been watching the game any more than any of you have been able to, so I don't know what's exactly going on right now either. Still kind of scrambling to get a few things set up here. After this game, we'll have the varsity matchup between the two teams. It'll be a really good game. I recommend staying tuned in for that one. Lancers out onto the floor now. They'll have Connor Sullivan, Tim Oster, Kevin Kern, Andrew Lau, and Justin Cole out there. Lancers ball. Connor inbounds it into Andrew. Andrew holds the ball as Lancers set up. Now over to Kevin. Justin up top. Andrew's got it far side. Now Connor Sullivan up top. Justin kicks it out to Andrew. Andrew drives into high post. Gets the pass off to Tim down low, but a little bit misguided there. It's a good pass to try to make, though. And turnover on the Lancers, going the other way now for the AC Lincoln Hornets. Lancers up 9-0. Number 5 with the far side. That's I do not know who that is. He's not on the roster. Kevin gets the rebound there off the missed shot. And Andrew now the other way for the Lancers. Justin underneath. Now to Kevin. Connor in the corner. Pass over to Tim. Taken by Andrew. Pass is too long. Connor with it now up top. Andrew underneath. Tries to go up. Gets it blocked cleanly. And now Kevin takes it back. Here for Emmanuel. Andrew drives inside, goes up with it. Couldn't finish, gets a second chance, so puts that one up and in. 11-0 now the score. 7:24 left in the first half. AC Lincoln's ball now. Number 5 with it up top. Over far side, taken away by Justin. Number 1, Dolly couldn't handle the pass. And Justin takes it the other way. Lau now Sullivan. Lancers, not a lot of movement offensively here. Too many guys standing around. Offensive rebound for Justin underneath. Gets out to Connor in the corner, and 3 seconds in the lane called on Justin. That's a tough call. He was in a tough spot after getting that rebound. Did a good job getting the rebound, too. Dolly inbounds it to number 21, Jaden Rowekamp for the Hornets. Rowekamp back to Dolly. Now number 5 in the corner. In a high post, and the Lancers take that pass away. Sullivan the other way for the Lancers. Too strong off the glass. And the Hornets will bring it back down the floor. Dolly with it far side. And that pass taken away by Daniel Hine. Pushes it the other way, goes up. Couldn't finish it though. And again, the Hornets come the other way. Lancers not really with a lot of finesse down there trying to finish those passes. A little bit of leg off the bus perhaps. And number 5 drains the 3 from the corner. Lancers ball again the other way. 11-3. Lancers on top, Radical. Now Oster underneath. Shot up, no good. And Hine grabs the long rebound, tipped out. Lancers trying to find a little bit more of a spark here. Up 11-3, but have seemed a little bit flat in the past few possessions. Hine now Radical. Thought about a 3, but he passed it up. Lau with it up top. Now Hine. Far side, the 3. Too strong. And Hornets will come the other way again off the miss. Dolly with it in front of the bench. Lancers bench. Number 5 in the corner. Good pass down low. Good passing in the lane, but number 11 there just couldn't handle it. Aaron Parker. Hine with the ball into the front court for the Lancers. Lau gets a screen from Oster. Andrew finds Tim on the pick and roll. Shot just wouldn't go though. And Tim gets fouled underneath trying to go back up with it. He'll get 2 free throws. Tim did a good job grabbing his own rebound there. And right before that, coming off the roll. Did a fine job. Good feed from Andrew. Tim's first free throw off the mark. Substitution for the Hornets, number 13, Raul Escamilla into the game, and number 5 will head to the bench. Tim's second free throw is good. And Matt Rademacher into the game, Tim Oster to the bench for the Lancers. .21 row camp across the half court for the Hornets. Dolly's pass is tipped away by, I believe that was Daniel. And it'll be Lancers ball here along the sideline. The camera angle isn't quite as good as we're used to. We're really close to the floor here, so it's camera won't be remaining as still. Makes it a little more difficult. Daniel's shot there was off the mark. I think maybe he just had the ball tipped out of his hands. Sullivan on the wing. Lancers doing a good job passing the ball around. Hine with it up top. Goes into the lane, goes up and in. 14-3 Lancers lead. Hornets back the other way. Brokamp with it, gives it up to Escamilla. Brokamp again. Now into high post for number 11, and push called on the Lancers there. Dolly to inbound underneath the Lancers basket. Good play off the inbound pass, but couldn't make the shot go down. Andrew blocks him from behind, but he gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Now Andrew brings it the other way for the Lancers. Sullivan with it in far corner. Now Hine up at the wing. Rademacher now. Gives it up for Lau. Daniel takes a few dribbles, and Lancers again kind of falling into not a lot of movement, but a good pass down low for Daniel, but just couldn't quite finish that shot again. It's a good take and a great pass, but shot just didn't quite go down. Dolly with it far side. Camp now. Escamilla back to Camp, and pass taken away in the lane by Justin. Pushing the pace the other way for the Lancers. Picks up his dribble at the wing. High and up top. Rademacher. Now a good pass down to Sullivan underneath, but the shot just wouldn't go. Lancers on these easy little shots underneath just can't quite get him to go. Hornets doing a decent job putting coverage on him down there. As number 2 grabs the easy offensive rebound there, that's Noah Dolly, Zach Dolly's brother, I would assume. Put that one in off the miss. But the Lancers leading 7-14 there. Andrew puts that one in, but a lot of those shots right underneath the hoop just not falling. Hopefully that one there from Andrew will start to get him clicking. Dolly swings it over to Camp. And the 3 there from Dolly is good. 16-10, the lead now with 50 seconds left in the half. Andrew gets caught up in the press there. Now Sullivan in the corner, drives baseline, goes up with it underneath, couldn't finish, but he grabs his own rebound. Justin on the mid-range jumper, no good. And Camp comes away with it for the Hornets. Hornets with a little bit more fire here in the past few minutes than we saw earlier in the game. Lancers need to match it. Hornets passing the ball around. And Daniel takes that one away. Down the floor. Up off the glass and good. 9 seconds left on the clock. 5. Camp he's got to hurry. Escamilla's 3 at the buzzer is too strong, and halftime score here 18-10. Lancers with the lead. Seemed like they were just a little short on energy for some of that half. Lancers were nevertheless do have the lead. And playing well considering they're down one player, Austin Williams, due to sickness. A couple of them that are playing tonight, playing through it a little bit. Been a lot of sickness going around the school, so hopefully the rest of them can stay away from that and get healthy. We're going to take a little break here. Thank you for joining us in this first half. Stick around. All right, we're back for the second half now. Lancers leading the Alma Center Lincoln Hornets 18-10. Lancers applying a little bit of a press here. 1-2-2 press. Underneath, number 25 there for AC Lincoln, Chris Anguiano puts it up and in. Lancers trying to break press, past the press here. Kevin with it, gets it to Daniel Mayhew. Good feed, and Daniel's shot there just rolled off. Lancers got to start finishing those. Something they kind of struggled with a little bit in the first half, despite having the lead. And shot there falls for the Hornets. Lancers get past the press. Hind with the ball for the Lancers. Now over to Mayhew. Mayhew now Lau. Lau goes up inside, rolls off the rim. Out of bounds off of AC Lincoln. Lancers will keep it. Daniel Hind inbound underneath. Lancers set up in the box inbound. In the corner for Lau. Lau the three. Too short. Hornets looking to push the other way. Dolly with the ball. Swings it over to number 25 there. Anguiano. 14 underneath. Anguiano now. Camp. Somehow finds a pass there through a few Emmanuel defenders. Camp with it again. And short pass there is taken away by Andrew. Pass not the best idea. Two guys in too close to quarters there. As Mayhew finishes that one, Lancers pushing the pace a little bit. That's what you like to see, playing with a little more energy. 20-14, Lancers lead. Camp into the corner to Anguiano. And say that one was tipped. I didn't see it, but wasn't watching super close there. Dolly far side now. Anguiano, the three is up from him. Short off the front of the rim. Bounces far weak side for Hind to grab the board. And gets up the floor. Lau with it at the top of the key. Drives inside, now kicks it out to Mayhew. 13:26 on the clock here in the second half. Sullivan's three's off the mark. Rebound though, grabbed by the Lancers. Three up from Mayhew. Short as well, and Andrew grabs that one. Lancers doing a good job on the offensive glass in this one. They've got a lot of second chance opportunities in the first and second half. That's been something that's really helped them hang on to the lead here. Lancers working the offense here. Seem to be moving pretty well early in this half. Shot up from Andrew is good. Good job hunting his shot, finding that mid-range jumper there. 12:38 on the clock. 22-14. Dolly with the ball for the Hornets. Now Anguiano back to Dolly. Camp near side. Pass it out to Dolly. And ball tipped out of bounds there by the Lancers. Will stay with the Hornets. Lancers playing solid defense there on that possession. Looked really good. Pass into the backcourt and almost taken away by Daniel Hine. And they'll say it's out of bounds off of the Hornets. Hine will inbound it for Lancers here. Connor Sullivan will head to the bench. Justin Cole into the game. First time in the half here. Daniel throws it in the backcourt for Mayhew. Mayhew now allow. Hine over to Cole. Gets a screen from Kevin. Picks up his dribble. Pass there from Andrew, a little bit bobbled by Hine, but he keeps control of it. Lancers moving the ball well. But the Hornets playing really good defense. Daniel goes up there inside and gets blocked hard. It was all ball too. Nice block there from Lincoln. I didn't see who got the hand on it. Pass there off of Daniel's foot out of bounds. Hornets will inbound right in front of us here. Roacamp will throw it into Dolly. Back to Roacamp. And a traveling violation called there on number 13, Escamilla. Into the game first time in the second half. Number 5 will check into the game for Escamilla. Again, number 5's name not on the roster here. Kind of throw in the inbound pass for Lancers. Gets into Lau. Lau pushes it right past the press there. Gets the pass up to Kevin, puts it in. Nice looking play, good ball movement. Lancers up by 10 here. Number 5 with the ball. Lancers closed out nicely on defense there. And Hine steals the ball, pushes it the other way for the Lancers. Up off the glass and good. Lancers now with a 10-point lead. Timeout called here by AC Lincoln. 10:43 to play in the half. Or in the game, second half. Lancers talking over things in the huddle here right in front of us. But I think the energies looked a lot better here for Emmanuel to start the second half than it did in the first half. They looked a little bit flat getting off the bus. Coach Radical in the huddle going over things with his team, basically telling them play sharp, don't rush it, get the pass before you can do anything with it. Lancers 5 back out on the floor here. Sullivan, Hine, Oster, Cole, and Lau. Dolly will bring it up the floor for the Hornets. Lancers set up in the 1-3-1 zone, as they've run very well here in the season. A foul here called on Tim underneath. Off the ball foul. 5 throws, gets the pass into number 14 over there. Isaiah Burnt. Five with it again. Puts that one up and foul on the arm here on the Lancers. Shooting foul. Number 5 here will shoot 2 free throws. Interesting shot attempt, but he was able to draw the contact, get to the line for 2. First free throw off the mark. It's been a pretty clean game, though, so far. Pretty fast pace. Neither team really getting into a whole lot of foul trouble. Second free throw there was good. Lance just pushing past the press. Looks like kind of looked like a 2-2-1 press there for a second. Andrew with it far side. Hine with it. Now Lau. Drives into the paint, goes up, and oh, that one just a little bit too strong off the glass. Those are shots that you don't see him miss very often. It's been surprising here in this game. Lancers with quite a few misses there, but still holding a secure 11-point lead here. 9:43 to play. One thing I will say, though, is Lancers' shot selection overall has been very good there. As Dolly slid the pivot foot a little bit. Gets a travel called on him. Lancers inbounding in front of the scorer's table. Hine gets it into Sullivan, gives it back to Hine. Cole, now Sullivan. Thought about a jump shot there. Gets it to Mayhew. Mayhew kicks out to Cole, now Hine. Good ball movement from the Lancers. Good screen there set by Tim. Now Mayhew with the ball up top, takes a few dribbles. Kicks out to Hine. Jumper there in the paint, no good, but Tim does a good job on the offensive board, puts it up and in. My apologies there, I didn't get the camera position quite right. It's a little bit different being closer to the game, having to move the camera more often than I'm used to. Good ball movement there from the Hornets, and Tim will get called for the foul there. Did a good job playing tough, though. Not afraid to be physical. Tyler Radical and Andrew Lau checking in at the scorer's table now. Free throw there from number 2. Noah Dolly, no good. Let's see. My apologies, the foul was not on Tim, it was apparently on Daniel Hine. And good ball movement by the Lancers there. Found Tyler, who got it easily to Tim. And draws the hard foul. Foul's on number 2, Noah Dolly. Second personal, third team foul. And both teams going to talk things over in the huddle here. 8:41 to play in the second half. 16-28, Lancers with the lead. Playing pretty sharp here in the second half. Just a few things, little shots underneath that you expect to see go that haven't dropped. Nevertheless, still got the lead. After this game's completed, we'll see the two varsity teams square off. It'll be should be a very tightly contested game. AC Lincoln, very good quality team. Lancers have been playing well of late. Looking to continue their winning ways here and come away with a varsity win tonight, which would be pretty good in terms of, or pretty big in terms of seeding and other things for them. Turn out pretty meaningful. Tim Oster here now to shoot his 2 free throws. First one is good. Stretches the lead to 13. Second one too strong, but Daniel Mayhew does a good job on the offensive glass, pulling that one down. It's one thing the Lancers have done tonight, I think, better than any other night, is getting on the offensive glass. A few things they haven't done as well as you often see, but that is definitely something that's been a strong point in this one, keeping them in the driver's seat. To most underneath now, dishes it out to Tyler. Tyler dribbling the ball up top. Got to do something with it. Gets it over to Mayhew. Down to the corner for Lau. Screen from Mayhew. Back out to Mayhew. The three off the mark there. And good job by Connor to tip that one out for Tim to grab the rebound. And foul called here on the Lancers. Number 20, Andrew Lau. First team foul, first personal for Andrew. And turnover on the Lancers. AC Lincoln bring the ball the other way. 7:49 to play. Dolly crosses half court. Lancers still in the 1-3-1 zone. Over to number 25. Anguiano back to number 5. And shot up high off the glass and no good. Lancers push the other way. Mayhew gets all the way to the glass, puts it up and scores it. Daniel Mayhew going from one end to the other there. Did a fine job. Lancers with a 15-point lead now. 16-31. Just over 7 to play. Anguiano passes it up to number 5. Dribbles towards the wing. Now Dolly there gets it just taken out of his hands by Tim. Good steal from Oster. Lau into the lane. Shot up. No good. And a charge called there on Andrew. Second personal on him. Second team foul on the Lancers. And timeout called on the floor here. 6:46 to play. Lancers, I think, really doing a good job on defense here. Has been the key point that's given them the lead and let them keep it. Offensively, definitely some missed opportunities. But overall, I mean, you can't complain. Leading 31-16. It'll be Hornets ball underneath their own basket here. Dolly into Anguiano, and Dolly will bring it down the floor. Point guard for the Hornets. Dolly now over to the other number 1. Maybe I've gotten mixed up. Maybe. Not sure. We have 2 number 1s. Not sure which one is Zach Dolly. Andrew Lau for 3 for the Lancers. That one's too strong. And AC Lincoln here the other way. Anguiano with it. Almost gets it taken away by Daniel, but gets it back. Long pass there. Couple of them almost taken away. Sloppy play. A little bit of sloppy play there from Lincoln. Also some good defense from the Lancers. Anguiano near side for 3. And sinks it. Nothing but net on that one. 19-31 Lancers lead. Just under 5.5 to play. Andrew Lau gets the pass from Mayhew. Lau far side goes up into the lane. And a beautiful finger roll to put that one in. Number 1 far side for the Hornets. Guarded by Andrew. Andrew takes that one out of his hands. Now pushes it the other way, off the glass and good. Andrew, 4 straight points. Lincoln with the ball here. Dolly with a good pass over to number 11, Aaron Parker, who puts that one up and good. Mayhew across half court. Now over to Lau. Lau pass into Justin. Behind far side. Dribbles into the paint, goes up with it, and just... Oh, excuse me. Anguiano with it, gives it up to number 1. Lancers still in the 1-3-1 zone here. And ball taken away by Justin Cole. Across half court for the Lancers. Now Hine near wing. Hine over to Cole. Couldn't handle the pass though, but Daniel picks it up anyway. Mayhew in the corner. Dribbles out to the wing. Andrew up top. Lancers taking some time off the clock, working the offense here. Hine into the lane, gets it over to Lau. His shot no good. Might have been tipped there, not sure. And Lincoln will push it the other way, or bring it across and call a timeout. .30-second timeout. 3:06 to play in the second half. 21-35. Lancers up by 14. Just saw one of the number 1s for the Hornets go back to the locker room. That was the one that I was calling Zach Dolly. I am guessing he is not the number 1 that is printed on the roster, so it's probably calling him by the wrong name the whole game. My apologies. Hornets with the ball here. Parker with it over to number 5. Ball poked away by Andrew there. But the Hornets do secure it. Zach Dolly, far side over to number 5 here. Pulls up at the 3-point line. Shot no good. Andrew grabs that one, gets up to Connor. Lance just looking to push the pace. Radical underneath, just couldn't quite get that one to go. Left a little short and out of bounds off of the Lancers. Hornets ball to come the other way. Number 5 here, dribbles into the elbow. Swings over for number 1. Ball tipped around now. Connor able to secure it, and travel called on him. Ball being poked around a lot over there. Rollcamp gives it up for Dolly. Pass slapped away there by Connor. Number 14, burnt there, went up with it inside. Gets fouled, he'll shoot 2. Foul is on the Lancers, number 42, Kevin Kern, his first personal. team's third, I believe. It's still showing first on the scoreboard, but I believe it's the third. Because I think it was showing one last time, and I said second. So that's what I'm going to go with. Second free throw there is no good. Hine comes away with the rebound. Crosses half court. Now Sullivan near wing. Lancers standing pretty still here offensively. Hine far side. Taking some time off the clock, though. That's a good thing here. Kevin with the ball now over to Hine. Has it poked away a little bit there on number 5. That'll be a foul called on him. First personal, team 6th. Let's just get it in. Mayhew. And would have had Daniel cutting the basket there, but wasn't able to get the pass off to him. Kevin gets it in the corner for Lau. Lau goes in the lane, goes up with it, and that shot's good. Lancers up by 15, under a minute to play now. Here at the end of this one, Roekemp gives it over to number 24, who's just into the game, Trenton Shula. And Dolly here with it near side. 35 seconds left in the game. Rebound secured by Daniel. Up to Connor. Off the glass and bounced around on the rim and just wouldn't go down. Roekemp now for the Hornets. Gives it up to number 14. Burnt. Pass swatted away by the Connor again. Goes up with that one and makes that one fall. Got the tougher one to fall of the two. Roekemp with it. Pulls up from deep. Just off the mark as the Lancers win this one by a score of 39-22. It's a hard-fought game, and we'll be back for the varsity game. Thank you for joining us. Stick around.
censorship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based events. Profanity, racist, or sexist comments will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site competition. Please enjoy the game in a positive manner. Please respect our gym by putting trash and recycling and garbage bins located throughout the gym. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the playing of the national anthem by the Lincoln Hornet Pep Band, directed by Ms. Brenna Orman.
Good evening from Lincoln High School. We've got the varsity matchup here for you tonight. Lancers and Hornets. Tipping off for both teams here. Ben Oster for the Lancers and number 14, Ethan Breheim for the Hornets. Ben Oster wins the tip for the Lancers. Ethan Siddle swings it over to Isaiah Plath. Over to Zimmerman. The three. Just off the mark. And Breheim secures the rebound for the Hornets. Number 21 here. Bring it down the floor, Rokamp. Should be a tightly contested game all night here. Both teams playing very well. Lincoln coming off a loss on Saturday night as the ball goes out of bounds there. Lancers ball. Lincoln coming off a loss on Saturday night at McDonald. Final score on that one was 48-49. Very close all the way to the end. Lincoln led pretty much the entire game. Ended up losing it in the final seconds. That's for the Lancers over to Plath. Now Siddle at the top of the key. In the lane, kicks out. Ruts for three in the corner. And the Lancers take an early 3-0 lead. Lincoln on that last possession showed press on the Lancers. You should expect to see that pretty much all night. Some big keys to this game are going to be the Lancers going to have to improve on the shooting they had last week. Didn't have their best performance through 2 games last week. They had a combined 5 for 23 effort last week. As Lancers come away with the basketball here. Zimmerman up to Plath. So the Lancers are going to have to improve on their shooting, which I think you can expect because they're a very good shooting team. As Zimmerman hits the jumper from the elbow there. Lancers up 5-0 early. Good start to the game here. Lancers playing with good energy. Setting up in the 1-3-1 zone here. Number 23 in the corner, or number 21 in the corner. That's Roelkamp there. Hits the 3, make it a 2-point game. Zimmerman pass over to Oster. Good pass. As the Lancers beat the press there. Britton Ruts off the glass and in. Britton's got an early 5 points. Lincoln with the ball far side, number 13, Austin Calkins. Over to Weiss. And his pass into the lane taken away by the Lancers here. Zimmerman gets it across half court up to Oster. In the lane, kicks out. Sito for 3. Good. Lancers up 10-3 here. Game just underway. Starting out on 2 for 3 from deep, which you like to see. That's going to be big for him to improve on. As Roelkamp hits another one in the corner. Lancers are going to want to refrain from coming over to help that far. Can't leave him open as he's hit too early from the same spot in the corner. Zimmerman's jumper from the elbow is good again. He's hit one from both elbows now. 12-6, high-scoring game so far. Sort of what we expected. We thought we'd see a fast-paced game. Lancers trying to push. And Lancers come away with the basketball here. Isaiah Plath up the floor for the Lancers. At near wing. And pass on the pick and roll taken away by AC Lincoln, number 14, Breheim. Weiss into Breheim at high post. Weiss's 3 is too strong, and Oster pulls down the board there for the Lancers. Ryan up the floor. His pass to Ben is just too strong. And goes out of bounds. Turnover on the Lancers. Turnover is going to be something Lancers going to want to have to. They're going to want to take care of the ball here in this game. Averaging 17.7 turnovers a game, which is not a great number. They like to improve on a bit. Part of that is number is inflated because of just the nature of both games last week, where they're two slow-paced games. Isaiah pulls down the rebound for the Lancers, looking to push the other way. Sito in the corner, finds Oster underneath. Bam. Good feed from Sito in the corner. Ryan almost comes away with the steal there. Ryan averaging 2.9 steals per game on the season. And number 21, Roelkamp gets fouled on 3 there. He'll get a chance. No, they're calling a block before the shot, I believe. Never mind, not fouled on the 3. 13-16 to play in the first half. 14-16 Lancers lead. Not entirely sure what happened. We had something explained to the scores table there. Breheim in high post, kicks it over to number 31, whose shot was no good. That's Jackson Comstock, who's just come into the game. And Ben's attempt there from low block is no good. Ball out of bounds there off the Lancers. 13 Calkins looking inbound here. Gets it into number 23, Jack Anderson, just coming to the game. Lincoln going to their bench fairly early in this one. And Breheim puts that one up and in. Lincoln seems to have kind of backed off the press a little bit there, as the Lancers on a couple possessions found a way through it. Hold on White, number 21 there. First personal, first team. Be Lancers ball far sideline. Zimmerman tried to throw it in here. Gets it in Isaiah in the backcourt. Isaiah at the top of the key. Drives in the lane, kicks it out for Zimmerman. Takes a couple fakes, thinks about a shot. Up to Plath at the top. Sit on near side. Loud chants coming from the student section. Out of bounds there. I thought that one was tipped by Lincoln. I think what happened was it was tipped by Lincoln, but then off for Ryan. Out of bounds and not sure exactly what happened there. No foul was called. I didn't see. I had my head down. I was looking at the roster. My apologies. Paul Sheeran back into the game for the Lancers for the first time tonight. Oster with the ball inside the three-point line. Kicks it out. Sheeran back in the corner. Thought about a three. Now Plath. Zimmerman, top of the key three. Just a little bit too strong. Isaiah pulls down the rebound though. Gets over Zimmerman. Three. Oh, and they call a travel on him before the shot. Britton Rutt's back into the game for Ethan Siddle. Be Lincoln ball underneath their own basket. Calkins with it. Over to number 24. Number 24, that is Riley Janke. Coming to the game for the first time. He's got a low block. Over to Breheim. Lance just left him open there. He can't do that. He's a really good player. Up to Rutz. Feed to Sharon Mack. Just off the mark. Tough finish for Paul there. But a good pass from Britton. My apologies, dealing with a little bit of cold here. Zimmerman comes away with that one. Looking to push up the floor. Goes up, and that's a charge. Leading into him, wasn't far enough under the basket to have the cylinder rule called. It's an automatic block. He went up into him, leading in a little bit too much there. 14-10 Lancers lead. 10:46 on the clock in the first half. Calkins to come up the floor for the Hornets. And the three there from Breheim is good. 1 point Lancer lead now. Lancers need to get the flow they had out back to start the game with. Siddle with the ball. Kicks it over to Plath now, but Ben Oster up top. Britton thought about a shot there in the corner. Won't go up with it. Kick out Schierbeck in the corner. The three, too strong. Britton gets it though. Lancers keep it alive. Cloth over to Siddle. We have a very loud student section here from AC Lincoln, doing everything they can to affect the Lancers. See if the Lancers can shut them down here. Foul before the shot there against AC Lincoln. Lancers will inbound underneath. Foul's on number 24, Riley Jank. First personal, second team foul. And a full timeout called here by the Lancers. Gonna talk things over real quick here. 9:39 to play in the first half. Defensively, I think the Lancers have played pretty well inside, but they just had a couple collapses where they overhelped and left Camp open in the corner for a couple threes. Also left Breheim wide open right underneath the basket. Can't do that. He's their leading scorer. It's 17.2 a game. Also averages 13 rebounds. Breheim, sort of a do-it-all player for him. Also averaging 3.5 assists a game. Camp closely behind him in points at 16.7. Lancers looking inbound here underneath. Siddle got it into Zimmerman. Now Siddle again at the wing. Oster mid-range jumper. No good there, and Hornets will come the other way with it here. Pass taken away by Schierbeck, going down the other way. Lancers back up by 3. Number 4 with it here, that's Jake Ross. I believe this is the first time into the game. Lincoln using a deep bench early in this one. Shot there from Weiss was off the mark, and the Lancers will go the other way with it. I think early in this one, the pace has definitely been to the Lancers' liking. They like to push the ball. They run the floor very well. It's been a bit of a fast-paced game, which is what we've wanted to see. I think Ryan kind of thought he got fouled on the shot there by his reaction. No call, and it'll be Lincoln basketball. Weiss into the corner. Breheim for 3. Rattles around, won't drop. And Oster pulls down the board. Zimmerman walks the ball off the floor for the Lancers. Gets the screen from Oster. Now over to Britton. Rutz guarded tightly by Weiss. And steal there. And Camp goes the other way with it. Puts it off the glass and in. Lancers lead cut back to 1. And Schierbeck's pass taken away. And he has to foul Breheim inside. And Breheim will get a chance for 2 at the line. This is that's an example there of how the Lancers can't have those little mistakes like that. Got to limit the turnovers in this game. Breheim made his first free throw to tie it up at 16. He'll get one more on the way. That one's good. And a delay game warning on Number 5, Blake Hansen for the Hornets. He hit the ball out of bounds before the Lancers inbound. Ball poked out of bounds from behind there by number 23, Jack Anderson. And Ryan will inbound far side. Gets it into Plath. Now Sheeran back far wing. And still underneath. And they'll call it out. Ethan thought it was off of Lincoln. Instead it was off himself. Substitution here. Schirnbeck coming out of the game. Ben Oster back in. Anderson up the court with the ball here. Weiss down low. Good ball movement here from the Hornets. And the jumper there from Hansen is good. Ruts in the corner, back out to Zimmerman. Gets a screen from Ben. And a push there on number 4, Jake Ross. Sorry, I didn't have the camera position quite right for that one. 19-16. Hornets on top of the Lancers. Lancers got to get back into the rhythm they had. They started out the game strong. They got to find that again. Siddle dribbles in the high post now to Plath. Into the corner for Ben. Ben drives baseline, goes up with the reverse layup, puts it in. Nice job by Ben there to avoid the defender, put it in with the reverse hand there. Ross over to Weiss. Into the corner for Breheim. Back to Weiss. Now to Anderson. Shot there from number 5, Hansen, no good. And the Lancers will come the other way. Zimmerman into the front court. Drives, mid-range jumper is good. Ryan's feeling it from mid-range. He's hit several good-looking ones here. 19-20. Shot gave the Lancers the lead back. See if Ryan can start feeling it from outside. That would be a big help for the Lancers. Because when he's feeling it, and you know it. 5:35 left in the first half. 19-20 Lancers lead. Anderson gets the ball in to Rollcamp. Lancers with a small but mighty student section here tonight. Traveling well, and count the bucket there from Breheim. He'll get a chance for 3. Puts the Hornets back on top by 1. Zimmerman up the floor for the Lancers. Now Plath, far side. Dribbles into the free throw line. Now kicks out to Siddle. Back to Plath. Back now to Ethan. Zimmerman the 3. Let that one go. Put it one go down. And Lincoln now the other way with it. Lancers ball here. Ball out of bounds. Off Rollcamp there, trying to save it from going out. Lancers down by 2, 22-20. Plath will come up the floor here with the ball. My apologies. Stumbling on my words a little bit tonight. Plath now to Zimmerman. And that pass I think was going for Ethan. Rutz tried to take it and kind of lost it a bit. And Britton takes that one away. Lancers looking to push. Zimmerman 3. And the Lancers are back on top by 1, 23-20. Been a really good game so far. Lancers for a while there just started playing a little sloppy, but past couple possessions they found a little bit of rhythm again. Through there from Kemp is off the mark. And Plath now the other way for the Lancers. Over to Zimmerman. Ryan, Isaiah, now Ethan. Ethan to Isaiah. And a good pass to Ben underneath. Ben kind of had to drop off his foot there and tries to get it out to Britton. Just not a great pass, and it's the right pass to make. Just couldn't quite make it. Be Lincoln's ball again. Rokem crosses half court for the Hornets. Thinks about a 3 there, but won't shoot it. Over to Calkins, now into Weiss. Now Rokem will shoot the 3, hits it. And the Hornets are back on top by 2, 25-23. Siddle with it near wing. Plath back to Siddle. Isaiah now over to Ryan. Now Siddle in the corner, drives baseline, goes up with it, left it short. And they'll call a foul there on Ethan. Oh no, the foul. They're calling on number 14, Breheim there. Lancers get the ball back. That's a good break for the Lancers. Shearmeck into the game. Rutzel head to the bench. Just under 2:50 to play here in the first half. 25-23. Lancers down by 2. Inbounding underneath their own basket. Siddle to throw it in. Gets into Ben. Oh, miscommunication for the Lancers. Not what you like to see. That hurts. Lancers needed to take advantage of the turnover there on Lincoln and score, but they did not. Rollcamp, now Weiss. Back to Rollcamp. Calkins, far wing. Over to Weiss. In the high post and taken away by the Lancers. Block here called on Rollcamp. Second personal, fifth team foul. Lancers will inbound along the far sideline. Oster will look to throw it in. Gets it in for Isaiah. Guarded by Rollcamp. Now Siddle, Shearmeck. Ryan with the ball, top of the key. Passes it off to Isaiah. Isaiah will take the mid-range jumper. No good, but gets fouled and he'll shoot 2. Foul on Weiss. First personal, team 6th. Isaiah's first free throw is off the mark. And a push on Ethan there. First personal, fifth team foul for the Lancers. Calkins far side. Lincoln has had very crisp ball movement in this one. Early, Isaiah comes down with the rebound. Minute 37 on the clock. Ryan with the ball for the Lancers. Pulls up from the free throw line, sinks it. Tied ball game, 25 apiece. Isaiah showing a little bit of pressure there. Now we'll back off and Weiss will come up the floor. Calkins far wing. Ball tipped there by Scherenbeck. But Lincoln holds on to it. Breheim near side into the corner for Roacamp, sorry. Calkins goes up in the lane, gets that one to roll in. Good look there from Roacamp. Got it to go. Isaiah pushes it up the floor for the Lancers. Siddle with it here at the wing. Dribbles up top. Over Zimmerman. Shoots the three. Left it short. And Weiss came down with the rebound. Roacamp the other way. 21 seconds left in the half. Calkins far side. Gives it up to Breheim. Now in, and the three there is good from Weiss. And that's the end of the half. 30-25. Lincoln leading at the half on a couple nice buckets there to close out the half. Closely contested half. Both teams looking like they're playing really well. Lancers started off the game really strong. Definitely some things they could have done a little better. They got to take care of the ball a little bit more, I think. Overall, not terrible in that situation. Shooting seems to have improved a little bit. Still could be a little bit better from what we're typically used to seeing. And we'll take a 10-minute break and be back for the second half. And we're back for the second half here. Ready to get underway. Lancers trailing the almost center Lincoln Hornets by a score of 30-25 after the first half of play. Calkins up top with it. Lancers set up in the 1-3-1. Breheim with it near corner. Weiss, Calkins. Now Rokamp far side. Calkins here near side. Pass there to Breheim underneath, taken away. But Lancers taken right back though, and Lancers taken away again. Siddle to Rutz. Back to Siddle. Zimmerman up top. Gets the screen from Ben over to Isaiah. Kicks it out for Ethan. Oster in the corner. Lancers really played a pretty solid first half, I think. Just made some silly mistakes. They can't have, like that one there, Ben getting called for a 3-second violation in the key. Just got to clean up a few mistakes in this half. Try to get their shots falling from outside too. Weiss into the corner for Rokamp. 3 is off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Ben. Zimmerman cross half court for the Lancers. Gets a screen from Ben. Now over to Siddle. Rutz passes it up to Oster. Gets cut off on the drive. Isaiah into the lane. Fouls on White, number 5, Blake Hansen. First personal, first team. Lancers inbound underneath. Fouls on the ground before the shot. Inbounds into Oster with it. Drives inside. Goes up and finishes off the glass. Good finish there by Ben. Lead for Lincoln cut to 3. Calkins with it. Over to Weiss. Rokamp. Far wing. Weiss, Calkins again near side. See if the Lancers can take advantage. I don't think the ball movement looks as crisp here as it did in the first half. And a foul underneath on Oster. Calkins will go to the line for 2. Did a good job drawing the contact there. Went up strong with it. Calkins' first free throw is good. Second one's on the way, also good. Goes 2 for 2 from the line. Lead extended back to 5. Zimmerman with it over to Isaiah behind his back. Now Siddle in the corner. Thought about a shot but won't shoot it. Now to Oster at the near wing. Baseline and gets the ball taken away by Breheim. Isaiah almost takes it back there. Rokamp to Hansen. Couldn't finish. And Lancers catch a break, come the other way. Lancers can't play sloppy in this half. They're playing a very good team. 12-2 on the season. And the 3 from Rutz is good. 3. I believe that's the second 3 of the game. He's played a good game thus far. Calkins underneath to Breheim and gets fouled again. Looks like that one will be on Britton Rutz. Nope, it's on Oster. refs are talking things over regarding who the foul's on. Yep, there they go. They correct it. Foul's on Britton. Second team foul. Let's see what they say on the board in a second for personals. I think it's his first or second. 31 Comstock into the game for Lincoln. Blake Hansen to the bench. 14:45 left in this game. Lancers trail by 3. Breheim hits that one. Plath with it. Drives past the press. Now to Sitto, now out to Oster at the top of the key. Hands it off to Isaiah. Isaiah now Rutz. Rutz thought about a jumper, gets the pass to Oster. Isaiah grabs it. Through there from Ethan. Just cut the deficit to 1, 33-34. .10 left in the game. Weiss with it far side. Lancers in the 1-3-1, excuse me. And good job by Ryan to slap the ball that was tipped by Ben back into play. And the Lancers come away with it. Foul on the arm here on number 13, Austin Calkins. First personal, team's second. Zimmerman gets it into Ethan. Goes inside, pass behind the back to Britton. In the corner for 3. Just off the mark, but Ben gets the rebound, puts it back up. 35-34. Lancers reacting strongly here. Rising to the occasion. And a good feed down low to Breheim. Lancers didn't have very good coverage on him. And Zimmerman gets past the press, and Calkins gets the foul called on him. Zimmerman will inbound for the Lancers far side. Gets in a Sitto in the backcourt. 13:15 on the clock. Sitto picks up his dribble. Over to Rutz. Now Oster near wing. Cross court to Isaiah. Drives in, kicks out to Britton. Britton in the corner for 3. Britton, I believe, 3 for 4 on the night from deep. He's having a great game. 36-38, Lancers lead by 2. Calkins with it for the Hornets. Into the corner to Rokamp. Sorry. Rokamp for 3. Hits every part of the rim and falls out. Ben with the rebound. Ben's had a good night picking up the boards for the Lancers. Sitto in the corner. Now Oster goes up inside. Couldn't quite finish though. And Anderson comes down with the rebound for the Hornets. And another feed to Breheim underneath. Lancers can't let him have that one. Pass up to the court to Britton. Hesitation move. Lancers back up by 2. Lancers got to watch that little roll from Breheim underneath. Rokamp thought about a 3 in the corner. Out to Calkins. Drives inside, goes up. That one rims out. Ben comes down with the rebound. Ben doing a good job on the glass. Zimmerman with the ball for the Lancers. Now to Oster inside the three-point line. To Isaiah, goes up, and pass. Great finish from Isaiah. That was nice looking. Lancers up by 4 with a little bit of momentum here. Roa-Camp far side, Lancers still in the 1-3-1. And another feed to Breheim underneath. Lancers got to find a way to guard that if they want to try to pull away. Oster goes inside with it, kicks it out to Siddle. The three, left it way short. And Lincoln will come the other way. Calkins in the corner. Breheim. And the three there off the mark. Tipped by Calkins, no good. But they get it back. And number 31, Comstock, does a good job putting that one up and in. After grabbing the board, offensive board. Zimmerman with the pull-up jumper. Off the mark. Rebound tipped out to Siddle. Underneath. Puts it off the glass and in. Britton having a great night. Calkins in the corner. Breheim dishes it out to Roa-Camp. And a foul called here. I believe it'll be on Ethan. Yep, number 22. Second personal, third team foul. Thing the Lancers really got to watch is the little backdoor slip where Breheim has scored, I think, 6 points in the half. Lancers can't let that happen in order to win this one. 42-44, up by 2 here. 9:44 to play. Timeout called. I believe it was called by AC Lincoln. Both teams talking things over in the huddle. Lancers in the last game out were led by Ryan Zimmerman with 18, Isaiah Plath with 11, Britton Rutz with 9. Britton putting up back-to-back solid performances. Zimmerman averaging 22 on the season. Be nice to see him really have an impact in the second half. Breheim underneath, goes up with it and finishes over a couple Lancers defenders. Tied up at 44. Scherbeck with the ball for the Lancers. He's got to get it up the floor. Gets it to Siddle. Now Zimmerman in the corner for 3. That one's again off. Rebound grabbed by Ethan, though. Mid-range shot, no good. And Breheim pulls down the board. Lancers got the second chance, but they couldn't take couldn't take advantage of the opportunity. Roa-Camp gives it up top to Anderson. Now over to Hansen, shoots the 3 off the mark, and Zimmerman pulls down the board. Gets it up the floor to Britton, and Britton throws. Lancers back on top by 2. Anderson shoots the jumper. Off now. And Roa-Camp puts that one up and in, count it, get a chance for 3. Many Lancers fans not liking the call there. Breheim's free throw is good. Lincoln on top by 1. Schirmbeck gets it up to Isaiah across half court. Isaiah into the lane. Pass and good. Lancers back up by 1. The pace of this half has been, offensively for the Lancers, has been very much in their favor. But they got to lock down on defense. And Paul comes away with the steal there. Good job doing exactly what I told him to do, right? Zimmerman with the ball. Drives, kicks out to Schierenbeck in the corner. Isaiah in the lane, floater, left short, but he gets his own rebound, kicks it out. Britton, the third. Britton's 51-47, Lancers up by 4. 7:45 to play. Three there, rims out. Out of bounds, Ethan touched it last. And Lincoln will keep it underneath the Lancers basket here. Britton Rutz will come to the bench. Ben Oster goes in. Britton gets a round of applause for his efforts out there. Putting up what I imagine are the best numbers of his career, by my guess. At least I'd say his best game, because this is a big one. Lincoln to inbound along the sideline. Camp near side. Lancers set up in the 1-3-1. Camp shoots the three. It's off the mark. But Breheim comes down with the board. And wouldn't go, but they call the foul on Paul. I think I didn't see it, but there were some players between me and where the foul apparently happened. Breheim's first is good. Rutz checks back into the game. Schierenbeck will head to the bench. Breheim seconds off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Britton. Zimmerman up the floor for the Lancers. Crosses half court. Sito up to Oster. Rutz far side. Zimmerman with it at the wing. Now over to Oster. Into the lane. Give him a chance for three. Haven't updated the scoreboard yet. I believe it's 53-48 Lancers with the lead. Ben's free throw is off the mark. 6:46 left in the game. Camp over to Hansen. Back to Camp. Calkins drives baseline. Gets Isaiah there. Zimmerman in the corner with it. Dribbles out top. And Isaiah loses that one out of bounds. Turnover, it'll go the other way for AC Lincoln. Lancers have played a pretty tight game in the second half as far as turnovers are concerned, but that's not one you want to see. Looked like Weiss might have elbowed Ryan in the chest a little bit there, and he hits the three. 2-point Lancer lead. Zimmerman with the ball, trying to break the press. Gets the pass up to Ben, across half court. Sito in the corner. Back to Zimmerman, shoots the three. Lancers back up by 5. Camp over to Weiss. Down to the corner to Hansen. Dishes it out to Calkins. Lancers did a good job recovering, but they left him open a little bit too much, and Weiss puts that one off the glass and in. Isaiah breaks the press, gets it across half court, now to Sito, dribbles up to the wing, hands it off to Isaiah. Rutz shoots the three. And that one's off the mark. I believe it was a 2, not a 3. I think his foot was on the line. Three there from Weiss. Strong off the heel of the rim. Zimmerman up the floor uncontested. One of the first possessions we've seen Lincoln not employ the press there, as Ethan does a good job going up, getting contact. Go to the line for a chance for 2. Lancers leading 56-53. 4:36 left in the game. Free throws are going to be big for the Lancers in this one. Close game. First one is short off the front of the rim. Sito's second is on the way and good. Camp with it here. Flips over to Weiss. Now Hansen. Back up to Weiss. Camp. Calkins feeds Breheim underneath. Goes up with it. Couldn't get it to go, and Isaiah pulls down the board. Good defense there from Lancers. Ben stayed straight up on him. Ryan sets a screen for Ethan over to Britton. Ben underneath. Gets trapped, and they call the travel there. That's a tough break for the Lancers. Turnover, and it'll go the other way for the Lincoln, for the Hornets. And good ball movement there, but the shot wouldn't go from Weiss. Lancers catch a break. I think defensively they're just kind of flat on their feet, not a lot of energy. They've done a decent job here shutting down the AC Lincoln crowd. So the Lancers call timeout here, leading by 4. 3:40 to play in the game. I think the rest of the way here, they just got to play tight, not let the fouls get to them, which really they're in good shape with only five team fouls here. Up by 4, we knew this would be a close game. Lancers playing very well, especially considering their leading scorer, Ryan, doesn't have near his season average of 22. Not that he's played poorly, he's been definitely had an effect on the game in other ways other than scoring, and did a good job igniting everybody in the first half, igniting the offense. Lancers ready to come out of the huddle here. See if Lancers can come out with lots of energy here. Try to pull it with this game in the last 3:40. Oster gets it into Sito in the backcourt. He'll dribble it across half court. And pass taken away there by Hansen. Goes down the floor, goes up, and foul called on Ethan. Hansen will shoot 2. Not necessarily a bad foul there from Ethan. Third personal, team's 7th. The reason I say it's not necessarily a bad foul, making Hansen earn his points from the line as he made the first one. Lead cut to 3. Make it 2 as he makes them both. Sheeran back into the game. Sito will go to the bench with 3 fouls. Not in bad shape there, though. Fouls have been pretty clean. Lancers just really got to play tight. Got to play the best basketball they know how, which we know they can do. Isaiah at the top of the key. Gets a screen from Ben. Schirmack in the corner. Dribbles out to the wing. Now Rutz in the corner. Drives baseline. Looking for someone to pass it to. Gets it to Schirmack. The three! Off the mark. But Britton grabs the rebound. Isaiah over to Ben. Ben goes up. Just couldn't get it to go. I don't know how that one didn't fall. Touched everything up there and wouldn't go down. Calkins in the lane with it. No good, and Ben comes away with the rebound. Ben still just cleaning up on the glass. Which is definitely something that was going to be key in this game. Close game like this. Oh, Isaiah tried a fancy pass there. No offense to him, but I don't think that's the pass you want to try to make. Not in a close game like this. Lincoln will inbound on the far sideline. Lancers set up in the 1-3-1 defense. Looks like they've switched over to a 2-3 a bit here. I have to see it again. I could be wrong. Could have just been the way they rotated over on the ball. And Paul Scherenbeck back to the bench. Isaiah Plath back in for the Lancers. Oster trying to throw it in along the baseline. Gets into Isaiah in the corner. Isaiah breaks past the press. Using his speed. Rutz in the corner. Sees Oster. Now back out to Rutz. Thinks about a shot. Drives in the lane. Zimmerman at the far wing. And a foul on the ground before the shot. And third personal on Weiss. 16 foul on AC Lincoln. Lancers will be in the bonus next time. Oster far side dribbles. Pass to Ethan and ill-advised pass taken away by the Hornets. Rokamp goes up with it. Left it short. But Breheim gets the rebound, puts it up and in. Ball game tied at 57. And a timeout called here by AC Lincoln. They want to talk things over. Minute 24 left to play, 57-57. All tied up. This one's going to go right down to the wire. Going to be a good game. Definitely recommend sticking around. Got to look for the Lancers to just stay sharp. Can't have any empty possessions and can't give Lincoln any second chance opportunities. Really going to have to lock them down. Lancers out of the huddle here. Lancers have stuck to a 6-man rotation the entirety of this game. Just got to hope the exhaustion doesn't get to him here. Oster will inbound underneath for the Lancers. Lincoln set up in their press. Zimmerman gets the inbound pass. Pushes it up the floor, gets past the defense, and a foul called there on number 13. Foul called on Calkins. Ryan will shoot a 1-on-1. Hasn't shot many free throws in this game. May even be his first attempts. He's a very good free throw shooter on the season. And free throws are going to be key to close out the rest of this game. Ryan's first is good. Second on the way. Also good. Lancers up by 2, 59-57. Minute 15 to play. Rollcamp with it. Now Calkins back to Rollcamp. Lancers have indeed set up in a... I think they're still in the 1-4. Oh, and a foul called on Ben. No. And we got a charge called here on AC Lincoln. That's a big call right there. Gives the Lancers the ball back with a minute left on the clock. Zimmerman feeds it up to Plath as the Lancers broke the press there with relative ease. Oh, but Isaiah's pass there taken away. And that's not what you wanted to see. Calkins with it. Gives it up to Weiss. 37 seconds left. Rollcamp in the corner for 3. 1 point deficit for the Lancers. Bryn layup. 10 block. Out of bounds off of AC Lincoln. That layup from Brenton would have put the Lancers up by 1 had it gone in. 22.4 left. Timeout called. It'll be Lancers ball. After the timeout, Lincoln takes a 1-point lead on a big 3 from Rollcamp. Got the dueling student sections going here. Coach Williams drawing something up on the whiteboard here. Trying to put together a play for the Lancers. With a 1-point deficit. Lancers ball. They'll inbound along the far sideline. 22.4 seconds on the clock. Trailing by 1. Zimmerman throws it into Ethan. Ethan into Zimmerman in the corner. Zimmerman trips. Timeout called. Lancers call the timeout with 13.7 left. Ryan tripped, went to the ground. Big situation right here for the Lancers. If they can pull off this win, it'd be a huge moral victory. 5-2 on the season. AC Lincoln 12-2. AC Lincoln is 7-0. They're first in the large Dairyland in conference play. Lancers 4-1 in conference play. Second in the small Dairyland behind Blair Taylor. This win would definitely be big for seeding and to let everybody know that the Lancers are real business. AC Lincoln's a very quality team. Zimmerman to throw it in, gets it into Ethan. Dribbles, passes it to Zimmerman in the corner, and they call 9.7 to play. Lancers have to foul. The pass into the corner that went to Ryan just was a little bit over his head. He had to jump for it and had to jump on his foot to save it from going out of bounds, and the travel was called. Tough position here, under 10 seconds to play. Lancers will have to foul on the inbound. Send AC Lincoln to the line for the 1-and-1 opportunity. And hope maybe they miss one. Down by 1, 60-59. Lancers with the starting 5 out on the floor. Lancers will apply the press. Ben Oster will be the lone man in the backcourt. Ready and waiting. And now Ben will come into the front court to help press. And to shoot the 1-and-1 as he was fouled on a scramble on the floor. Biggest free throws here of Ryan's season. 7 seconds on the clock. He makes them both. The Lancers will be up by 1. Makes 1, it'll be a tied game. Ryan's free throw is off the mark. And the Lancers have to foul. 5.9 left. Ryan Zimmerman, the Lancers' best free throw shooter, missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Number 5, Hansen, will shoot 2 for AC Lincoln. Or we'll shoot the 1-and-1. Excuse me. Isaiah grabs the rebound. Ryan pushes it up the floor. Hooks it up there, and that's game. He's off the mark. No foul called. 60-59. Lancers lose by 1 in a close game. AC Lincoln won by 1 at the very end of the game in similar fashion to this one against McDonald on Saturday. This time they win by 1. Lost by 1 last time. Lancers walk off the floor. A great effort tonight. Great game, especially from Britton Rutz. A lot of them put up a great effort, did a good job. Lancers just couldn't quite put it together to come up with a big win. And we'll see you next time. The Lancers girls teams, I believe, have games Thursday, and boys teams have home games on Friday against Augusta. Join us then. Thank you for joining us from wherever you may be. We will see you next time. From Alma Center Lincoln, Ashton Loomis, we will see you next time.